everyone. Welcome back again to the 80s Movie Den. For this episode, I wanted to do some DVD pickups. I picked up quite a few DVDs in the last little while, and I wanted to highlight them in this video. I'm only going to do a few at a time. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies here, and they're all awesome movies. There are no 80s movies in this little mini haul here, but a lot of early 90s stuff and a couple of modern films as well, but just great additions to the collection. Stuff I want. Movies I like, movies I've seen before, movies I haven't seen before. But the most important thing about my hauls is that they're movies that I want to see, and they're movies that I like to see in my collection. I'm not just picking up movies just for the sake of it. So being very meticulous with the way I've been picking up movies. Like I said, I've kind of stopped collecting films in the last little while, but over the course of the last several months, I accumulated quite a few movies. And so basically what I'm doing is just kind of going back and pulling them off the shelf and showing you what I've picked up like in the last several months. But it's been quite a while since I've actually picked up films. And that's how it's going to stay for quite a while. I've pretty much put a stop on the movie collecting, partly because there's another avenue that I'm going with my collecting for now, and we'll talk about that later. But really, I have so many movies, and I just want to get caught up on them, and I want to be able to watch them. And I find that I'm not going to watch them if I just keep collecting them. And so I don't know. I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's the way my mind works, I guess. So anyways, I picked up, like I said, 7 films, and just all awesome movies. We're going to start with the most modern ones here. And I went to see this at the movies when it came out. I can't remember exactly when it did come out. I always say I'm going to wear my glasses, and I never do. But I believe if I can read that, it's 2010 maybe? I don't know. But anyways, love this movie. Kick-Ass. Nicolas Cage, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, so good. Such an awesome movie. Action-packed, quite violent. Very violent, in fact. Chloe Grace Moretz is amazing in this. She's so good in this film. This kind of reminds me of, I don't want to compare it to Deadpool, but in terms of its explicit violence, it's over-the-top violence. It's kind of got that feel about it. So Kick-Ass 1. And then I ended up getting Kick-Ass 2 because I wanted to have them both. I wanted to complete the set. This has Jim Carrey in it, which is fantastic. Is it as good as the first one? I'd say no. It's not as good as the first one, but it's still very entertaining and still awesome and fun to watch. And they're really cool to watch back to back. So if you have them both, watch them back to back. Do yourself a favor. Loved these movies when they first came out. I believe it was 93 when the first one came out, so that would have made me, what would have been 14 or 15? 15. I would have been 15 years old. And I was intrigued by these movies, and they were fantastic. The Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy. Classic movies, groundbreaking films, just amazing movies, amazing effects, an amazing concept, just awesome. This has the Blu-ray, so this is the Blu-ray. I also have the DVD collection as well that I picked up. So it's Blu-ray plus digital copy. Jurassic Park. Not much more needs to be said about that. Schwarzenegger classic. He's hilarious in this. His teaching methods would not fly in today's society. We've gotten too soft for this, which is funny because that's what he tells the students in the classroom, that they're too soft, and this is the early 90s. Kindergarten Cop. This is a great movie. This is an underrated Schwarzenegger film. He does an excellent job in this. He works so well with those kids, and there's some action in it. There's some pretty, I wouldn't say scary parts, but there's some parts in this film that get pretty serious, and there's some really funny lines that these kids say, and just a really fun movie, a good movie, and a good family film as well. Kindergarten Cop. Not my toughest Schwarzenegger film, but... And then this one here, I find that this is kind of like a cult classic. I talk to people about this film, and they've never seen it before, which blows my mind. But I guess I don't know how it did at the box office. I never went to see it at the movies. I rented it when it came out, and then I had to buy it after I rented it because it was so funny. We have Damon Wayans. Can you guess what movie it could be? If you guessed Major Payne, you're absolutely correct. So many people have not seen this film. This film is extremely funny. His co-star is, she played Karen Parsons, played Hillary on The Fresh Prince. That's his co-star. This is so funny, this film. He basically goes to a private school. I think he gets kicked out of the army. He goes to a private school to try and whip this ragtag group of kids into shape. And his methods are less than desirable. Even for the times, even for the early 90s, they were over-the-top disciplinary methods to use with kids. Forget it today. It wouldn't work today, but although some of this might be needed today. But that's a whole other discussion. But so funny, this film. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. I highly recommend checking this movie out. It is so funny. I haven't seen it in quite a while. And, when I do videos like this and I feature these films, it reinvigorates me. Now I want to go and put this in the DVD player and just have a few laughs. Such a good film, Major Payne. So that's my DVD pickups. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any movies there that you've seen before or haven't seen before, leave comments down below and let me know what you think. I always love hearing feedback on the movies. If you've seen them, if they bring back memories, things like that. This has been the 80s Movie Den, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.